Hi folks, Stephen from the Gold Coast Art School. Now we've got a bit of a problem. Up till now we've used this particular brand, Fredrix, canvas boards, and we really like them because we have a system there where we like the students actually start with burnt sienna and then white back. It's a good way to establish tones. Why we like Fredrix brand is because they white back nicely. It has a really good gesso finish to it. Unfortunately, because of cost constraints, they don't want to export them all the way to Australia anymore. And so we have to find another brand that can do the job. So we've got two brands here. Be creative. Now they both say that they're being gessoed a lot. And this one, Create Art. Create Art make fabulous canvases, but we're testing these out to see which is the best for our technique known as white back. So I'm just doing a couple of patches here of burnt sienna. Now I can feel already that this, you might even be able to see that these are a bit duller, a little bit not quite so pure white as this. This is a lighter mix because I've added some oil to it, which makes it a lot easier to white back. How do they compare price-wise?
I think that
everything's changed since
the one
COVID.
with the, yeah, I know this is the thing. That's why they're not sending these boards to Australia anymore. You might still be able to get them in America, I think.
I'm sure.
That's probably fine. But
they're made in Mexico, but an American brand.
I think that the one with the teal branding, I've just forgotten, is that the Arts Creative?
Create Art.
Create Art. So that one is maybe another $1 or $2 more expensive than the other one. But that's the one that has sort of the rougher finish on it, which is strange. Like maybe it, for some reason it's more expensive, but maybe it's not as good quality.
Well, I'm going to have a word to them if it is. We've got a really great art supplier. They're keen to hear responses back, and they will let the manufacturer know that they're not as good as they could be.
Yeah.
Hear that sound?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See that silky smooth?
Yeah,
like
total
that's
difference.
had a good titanium white semi-gloss acrylic finish. This, it's gritty to the fingertips, which means that they've used a cheaper sealer like sealing white. And so we're just going to now just do a little image here. This is called white back. Now obviously it soaks up very, very quickly.
But you didn't put this down very long ago, like maybe what, like 10, 20 minutes ago? This is what we do when the student... Now I'm really rubbing hard, can you hear that? Yeah.
And now look, see how that doesn't really come back up again very much?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to do a patch in this one. This one will be easier because I've added more liquid to it. So that one does come back a little bit. Doesn't come back all that pure white, it's still a little bit tanny. Now we'll try this one and see if there's a difference. This is the first time we've tested these, so we don't know. Now that's interesting, because that's not coming back as much as I thought it might.
No.
How interesting is that? Even though it feels smooth, it's about the same, isn't it? Now we'll try the wet mix. Again, that's not... See how that's holding the stain? How interesting. Ooh,
So even though I thought that this one would be better than that one,
indeed.
This is actually, not as good.
Well,
comparing the two of them, that one actually did perform better.
I was doing detailing work. Just wet this down a bit. So now that thins the paint again, and if I do that then I can get a little bit lighter. But it's not great. I'll try with this one now. Isn't that interesting? I can already tell that that's going to respond. in a more effective way.
Just
Yeah,
from the,
get
yeah,
that.
definitely. 100%.
Well, I'll be a
Well,
monkey's
there
uncle.
you go.
Here I was telling people this stuff is rubbish, and it really wasn't that rubbish. I'll try the heavier ones now.
Mm-hmm.
Just put a blob of this in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
A little blob of that in the middle. Yep, I can tell already. Just the way it responds straight away. So when I put the pressure on that, see, I still can't. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
So those extra couple of dollars are making the
Create
difference
art
somehow.
wins. So, well, that's very interesting. I'm glad we did this. And aren't you
Yeah.
glad you shared that with us?
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, that brand doesn't cut it.
Nope.
Create art.
Create art.
Yay,
That's
that
the
gets
new
our
winner.
vote.
There we go.
So we're going to have to use that. I still personally think that the Fredrix was... You can see here, you can
This is
cut
the
that
thing,
back.
this was the
Perhaps if you
Fredrix.
really put... Yeah, you can take that up again. See how that comes right back to white straight away.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, I really have to push hard. Isn't that strange? That one wins. Ta-da!
That's the winner. All right. Well, that's what we'll be using in our course from now on.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Did you want to sign off?
Yeah. Thanks for sharing this small moment of experiment. This was totally,
On the fly.
Yep.
Yep.
Unexpected. So, yeah, thanks for being a fly on the wall.